All right, guys, we're actually going to do something a little different today, so that's why you can finally see me. Today, we are going to solve systems by graphing. As you can see here on the screen, we are still going to be solving systems, but we're going to do it a little easier. So probably after today, you're going to want to throw things at me and come to my classroom and be very mad at me. But we need you to understand how to solve systems using algebra, so substitution or elimination. You also you really do need to know how to graph a line. But because we are in kind of the day and age of technology, there's technology to help you. So I do want to premise this with saying that if you take a test or a quiz and it tells you to solve the system by substitution or solve the system by elimination, you will be required to use those techniques and methods. This method can only be used when you are solving systems by graphing. So it's pretty amazing. I think you guys are going to love it. These are the three examples that we're going to go through. So yesterday you solved systems by graphing, and you had to actually graph them on a sheet of graph paper, and then figure out where they cross. This is where you're going to love me. Today, a lot of this actually you won't be able to write down. Today's going to be a lot of pause and go back. If you have a cell phone and can download apps on it, you may want to download an app called Desmos, D-E-S-M-O-S. If you can't download that app, then there is like a web-based version, and that's what I'm going to show you right now. So when you log in to the web-based version of Desmos, this is what you get. So you're going to want to click on Graphing Calculator, and this is what pops up. I don't know if I can move this. Oh, I can. So this is what pops up. In here is where you're going to type your equations. So we do have these equations that we're going to look at that we're going to type in, but I do want to show you how to actually do one of these. And like I said, you're probably not going to like me once you realize that yesterday was kind of hard in comparison to this. So when you are typing these in, what's going to happen is it's actually going to graph it for you. And when you are solving a system, you still need to figure out where the lines cross. But the program does that for you. Don't be mad at me. So I'm actually on this right here. I'm going to do this one first because I want you to see what it looks like. So I'm going to type in y plus 2x equals 6. And look, you guys, it graphs it for you on the coordinate plane. It's pretty awesome. So that's the first equation. Y plus 2x equals 6. Y plus 2x equals 6. Now I'm going to type this one in. Here's the best part. I can type it in exactly like that. I don't have to move things around. So I'm going to press enter. And then I'm going to type in negative 4x plus 2y equals 8. And look what happens. So here's the line. Here's the blue line. Here's the red line. Do you see this right here? Look, I hover over it and it tells me where it crosses. So you don't have to actually graph these anymore. You're welcome. So the answer to this one, the point would be 0.5, 5. Pretty awesome. So that's like one option. So basically today, if you do have to graph them, you will have to graph them. I want you to get comfortable with this program. There are a couple of different problems that are going to pop up today, the all solutions and no solutions. So I want to show you what those look like. So to get out of here, I'm just going to press X, and I'm going to delete that out. And if you look here, it deletes everything off your graph. So we're going to start over. So I'm going to do now this first one here, and I'm going to type it in exactly how it's given to me. So we have 15x plus 5y equals 25. So there's my first line. Sorry, I have to keep moving this so you guys can see it. There's my first line, red. And it tells you right here which line is which. So there's my red line. And then I have y equals 5 minus 3x. Whoops. Y equals 5 minus 3x. and then this happens. So so remember, like, we had a blue line and then we had a red line. When you mix blue and red, you are going to get this green line. So if you see a green line, that means that the answer is all solutions because you graphed the same line twice. So if you don't see two lines, most likely, and this is kind of cool because you can just with your cursor zoom out, see how the line stays the same. That's how you know that your answer is going to be all solutions or infinitely many solutions, something like that, as long as it says all. So if you graph something and you get a green line, all solutions. So now we're going to take a look at this one right here. X it out, delete that out. So it says y equals 1/2, which is just do 1 divided by 2. And then press over to get out of the denominator. Press the right arrow key to get out of the denominator. X plus 7. So there's my first line. See, it's in red right there. And then I'm going to type in to my next one, 4x minus 8y equals 12. And then if you look here, we have two lines. So we do see the two lines. This is just telling us where it hits the x and the y axis. But if you look here, you're trying to always figure out where the lines cross. These are parallel lines. Parallel lines will never cross. So this is when you will have no solutions. So if the lines cross, you will have one solution. If the lines are parallel and actually never cross, you will have no solutions. And if the lines are the same exact line, like they're one on top of the other, it's all solutions because every point, it's crossing everywhere pretty much. So I want you to play around with this a little bit today. Your assignment might look a little bit lengthier, but it's because you literally just have to plug this in to a computer program. So I want you to get practice with it. If it's still confusing, don't hesitate to reach out. But I think that you're going to like this a lot. All right, good luck, guys.